What's up, YouTube gamers? It's Young Soul back with another video, and I got a question for you. Is Xbox and Microsoft bad at marketing? I asked that on two separate fronts. Okay, number one, the exclusive marketing deals that Microsoft gets. The games either are traditionally looked at as not so good, or end up doing better on the PS4. For instance, let's give some examples. Number one, Evolve. Now, I'm not a first-person shooter, so I already thought the game wasn't that good, personally, in my opinion. But I've talked to some first-person shooter fans who thought this game was not all that good. Okay, so when first-person shooter fans, both on Xbox and PlayStation, I think both sides said that that game was lackluster at best. That's saying something. And then the second type of exclusive marketing Xbox engages in are games that end up selling better on the PS4. We saw that with Witcher 3. They get the exclusive marketing, but PlayStation sells better. Madden. Last year, Madden this year sold better on PS4. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what some of Xbox fanboys are going to say. Well, on NPD, the marketing, the game inside of a bundle doesn't count as a sale. And to that I say I absolutely agree. The only difference is when PlayStation marketed, for instance, Batman, they had the bundle, the games inside the bundle that didn't count, but they also sold more on the PS4 as well. Which, if you go back and look at, what was it, June's NPD, and July's NPD, and I think August NPD as well. Every single month that it was on NPD, it sold better on PS4, and they had the bundles selling as well. So PlayStation gets their bundles moving and sells the most, whereas Xbox, that rarely happens. Usually on Xbox exclusives, or not exclusives, but marketing exclusives with bundles, it tends to sell better on PS4, the individual games, whereas PlayStation doesn't. So that's one of the things, and I'm willing to bet Fallout 4 is going to be the same. Now, the difference is, I think Rainbow Six will do better on Xbox, in my opinion, just because, again, it's a shooter. Xbox is known to be the shooter, console. Now, I think the games will play just as good as on PlayStation, but then again, I don't play them much, so what do I know? But that's the game where I'm like, okay, maybe. But RPGs, action adventure, exclusive marketing, that's all gonna go PlayStation's way. Okay, no matter who exclusively markets it. Okay, the other thing is Xbox has a knack of releasing all of their games during holiday season. Now, that allows Xbox fanboys to say, holiday season, we win it 7 years in a row, holiday season. But the problem that ends up happening is what I call the Sunset Overdrive problem. Sunset Overdrive, from the little bit that I played of it, was a remarkably decent game. I'll even say good. Let me take decent back and say a remarkably good game. Problem was, it sold like garbage. Why? Because it was flooded with a bunch of bigger games that cast larger shadows that took up more of the oxygen. If you know anything about, and I hate to do this, but I'm going to go into politics a little bit. If you know anything about politics, Donald Trump here in America is a big deal. Not because I think he's going to win or anything, but because he sucks up all the oxygen. Every time he makes goes on stage and does a press conference or gives a speech, everybody tunes in. Nobody else can get a word in edgewise. That's what's called taking up all the oxygen. And the problem is, you're going to get games like Rise of the Tomb Raider, which could be a great game, but it's going to be drowned out by Call of Duty the week before, Fallout 4 the week during, Battlefront the week after. Those three games are bigger than Rise of the Tomb Raider. I know Xbox fans, I'm not saying that any of those games are better. I'm not going to make that claim. But they are bigger and they cast larger shadows, and they're going to suck up all the oxygen. They're going to take all of the media buzz away from Rise of the Tomb Raider. The week before, Call of Duty is going to be out. I guarantee you there's going to be talk about Call of Duty. The following week, Fallout 4 has a mass appeal. People line up like it's crack cocaine. Like it's literally crack cocaine. That's what Fallout 4 does. And then the week after is Star Wars. Nuff said. So I do not see how Rise of the Tomb Raider will get any love. Now, I think that might have been Square Enix, or was that Crystal Dynamics who made the decision? But Xbox, you got to step in as the publisher. You got to step in and say, yo, we're fronting the money on this. we need to change that date. But apparently they don't. So Xbox fanboys can hip-hop hooray and holler and all this other stuff, fist pound and chest bump about their holiday lineup as their games don't sell well. Now, I'll give an exception to Halo because Halo can create its own oxygen. So I give that credit. Rise of the Tomb Raider does not have the ability to create its own oxygen. And Microsoft should have doggone well knew that, but now it looks like it's baked into the cake. I mean, I don't know how they can change it now, but anyway, let me know what you think. Is Microsoft really that good at marketing, or do you think, like I do, that them clumping games together actually hurts their games, kind of like the Sunset Overdrive thing? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll holla back. Peace.